Hello, my name is Sidbees and you can call me B, and welcome back to some more Doki Doki Literature Club. Just like last time, this will be me drinking while doing it. So, I haven't started yet, but just see me progressively get more and more inebriated throughout. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Hooray. Well, the actually past few times that I've been drunk, it hasn't really been fun at all. But hey, maybe it'll be different this time. I'm gonna try to drink plenty of water. But yeah, we're Doki Doki Lit Club. So, we went to the next we haven't done the poem yet. But I think we did Trust 1, Trust 2, and now we're doing Understanding. Ugh. It's stronger than what I'm used to. I watered it down and everything. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. That face seems familiar. Yuri! Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica, "It's her! It's the girl!" It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori came across reading alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement. It's happening! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori. We run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Oh, already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here, so you don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So, what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori, I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes, have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? I can't say that I have. Oh, wow, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books, I wouldn't mind. She's so adorable, I love her. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you were really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in the locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. Sorry. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay. I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have, like, no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but it's probably like a joke compared to what she's into.
I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that?
Don't judge so quickly, Monica. Monica, don't you think you should be a bit more optimistic? We have a new club member. Shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden.
It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead.
What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori.
I just like learning what makes people happy or sad.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'll probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her.
Yay! That's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice, I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get.
She taps her finger against the dauntedly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates that she may have ran at least part of the way. She made her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know about before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. It's like me talking about Arion lore. Sayori nervously interjects.
Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think, like, if we're going to be reading together, then I would like that.
From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh. Okay. Yuri sits down and looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has any more else to add.
So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club?
Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances at Monica.
Monica?
Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and I couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that was probably irrational. Oh, wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just, walked out. I was actually really hoping that you'd come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Same. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of people all at once. Same. So it's actually amazing that it's just you two. I definitely came at the right time.
Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come.
Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club could provide a chance for me to do that.
What kind of other things you're into?
Like genres?
I don't know, like everything. Anything, even if it's not literature.
Oh, just things you would think are dumb. Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face.
How about I tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into?
I suppose that would be okay.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, like, crafty things, like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry boxes. My room is always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off till the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly I'm into.
You sound quite creative.
Not that much, it's just that you'll be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff.
So, I have to share something that I'm into now, right?
Sayori nods.
Well, I guess I'm into nature.
I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club.
No, you're not. You're stuck with me now.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as Vice President of the Literature Club. There, now you're stuck with me.
Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having been cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while.
When do you like to do that?
It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on that book the next club meeting?
That's the plan.
I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile.
Bye!
As Sayori exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you're a lifesaver.
I didn't do anything, I just talked.
Still.
Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice where I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me so happy.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting?
I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best.
I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Cheers. Another school day ends. I don't think any special really happens at the bottom of the screen. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to only find Sayori in the club room.
It's club time again! Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay?
Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so...
Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I just thought it was cute how excited you were.
Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it.
Huh? Why?
Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested.
But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing.
I already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me.
That's not what I was doing.
A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them.
Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books, I mean. You know, like, as a club activity. That would be okay, right?
Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this.
No, I feel that. I'm the same way at times. You don't have to apologize. It's like social anxiety or, I wouldn't say imposter syndrome, but it's definitely something where you think back when you're done, you're like, oh crap, I was being horrible or something. I'm probably not explaining it right. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell, Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now.
Oh, right. I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper.
Wait, how come you need paper?
Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes.
Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy.
Exactly. I'm sure it would be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head, but thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible.
I trust you. You're like super smart.
Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. Aw. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you.
No! Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy.
Anyway, would you like to get started?
Okay.
After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is the one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards.
How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the writing that I do.
What kind of writing?
Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just pulling down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work.
Ah, you're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs.
No way!
Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now, if you're ready.
Okay, but I can't read very fast.
Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something that I pride myself in.
I see.
Sayori jots. Yuri is patient and to her notes. Hey, that's for the book.
I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times.
Yuri flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents.
Okay, chapter 1.
The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again.
What does vindicated mean?
Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent.
It's okay to ask questions, right?
Of course. Sayori turns the page.
Are these footnotes?
Mm-hmm. A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. I wonder how good I can do with auto. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations. Oh shit, never mind. But the tables have been turned.
Wait, are they talking about the past now or the present?
Where?
Right here.
They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having.
But they didn't tell me that.
It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, and she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions come not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now.
Okay.
Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point?
Sayori tries to find the words. Am I doing well so far?
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going, to keep doing my best so I can see the way that you do.
Oh, she's not going to take that good at all. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things.
We can continue tomorrow, right?
Yuri pauses and then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow.
But
I'm sorry.
Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand.
I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore. That's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves.
You weren't making me.
Sayori's left alone with her words.
How did this happen? We were just having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back?
Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them.
Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. Probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her.
Fade out. Aw, that was not a good ending. It sucks. Dunk. Okay. Back to the club. Load game. Okay, gonna look up Sayori's words. I know lazy is one of them. Lazy. Rain cloud. Death. The most happy of things. Friends. Love. Precious. Warm. Climax. Tragedy. Laugh. Happiness. Unrequited. Tears. Lust. That's definitely Yuri. Now, which one is a cage? Not cage. Valentine. That seems like, yeah, that's a Natsuki word. Milk is definitely a Natsuki word. Aura, no. Despise? No. Eternity? No. What? Where's the word? What? What am I supposed to pick? Do I have to probably redo the load? Okay. Memories.
It's just a burning memory.
Do, do, boom, do, 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 well, she has peaceful. I don't see. I love. That's obvious. Yep. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, it's Yuri's. Damn it. Wake you sleepers, it's time to get dressed. Somebody's coming and you better look your best. Out in the garden, there's things you shouldn't say. Oh, sunset. Fuck yeah. Let's get our girl. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry. Oh, I forgot. Yep, Reginald. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion? Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too.
Ah!
I haven't seen you in a while, Natsuki.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound... Oh. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monica.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
What the fuck?
Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like...
Oh, it just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation had already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they'd been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Reginald, what's up? Hey, it might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber razor up and down a desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Reginald. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bother her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything. So I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you, Reginald. Me? How on earth could you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier since you joined the club. It's like an extra lighthouse turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not even any different now that it always has been. You're so funny, Reginald. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump into conclusions, so maybe you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so not try to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh on me down so much? Breathe. I need to breathe when I talk. Or before I talk. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? First comes first, Sayori.
This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Reginald.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want a nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, alright.
Hey, Reginald. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you'd try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end...
Yeah. Guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why? You don't want to get any closer with everyone else?
Wait, of course I do. But it doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. And then you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori?
No, Reginald. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this?
Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden.
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayori? Glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. Probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what would cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Reginald. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Natsuki.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. It's not as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. Oh.
Well, of course I'm at least trying.
Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems?
Oh. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Is that more of a compliment to me?
No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that was kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway,
Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. Okay. Sip of alcohol. sip of water.
I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light.
Wait. Sayori didn't have a poem. Oops. I just now noticed that.
The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way, thought that had... In a way, you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea. And let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. Remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I want to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with a message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kinda wrote about the same thing.
Oh, was it about Yuri? You wanna make out with Yuri?
She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Ugh. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Who should I show my poem to next, Yuri? Decided to try something different today? Guess so. Is that good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences. But it would be unfair to me to call something good or bad based on that. Anyways, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or the other. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have someone whose opinion is fearsome. For me to have someone whose opinion... How unlikable of me. Yuri. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come with those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked? Yuri? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chastically meets the surface. Chaotically, it is chaotically. Where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in. Is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes swish into the sand.
The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foaming tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to be better compare the difference in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, this was her idea. Knowing her, it was no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It could be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing.
Who should I show my poem to next, Monica? Hi, Reginald. Have you thought about... Excuse me. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of different people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure will turn out great. Would make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. Let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poem has been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. And again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you?
I guess you can say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today.
Yeah? Did she tell you something?
Well, Reginald, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do.
Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It'd be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This isn't really the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright.
The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else have failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look her in the eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows that I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. Never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to would the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's so much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you just say something strange right now?
Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. Oh, wait. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on.
She's actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Ooh. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people.
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What does she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle them all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? No, Natsuki's pouting too.
Jeez, even I can tell. Guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts mouthing to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Reginald.
The one who's truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri has some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that.
Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Reginald may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're just making excuses for Reginald too.
What are you saying? This will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Reginald to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he'll be interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez, can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Reginald, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Of course, I'm gonna go with... Sayori.
I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and...
But Monica said...
Monica says that Sayori was helping her.
Jeez.
Do you really hate us that much?
No.
Sorry, I didn't mean this to be difficult. Just think about the club, okay?
Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica.
Yay, he picked me.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us.
But I agree with Natsuki.
Not only is your work already the most suitable for one person, we already have Sayori as well. But Reginald was the one who...
That doesn't matter. You're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club.
Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with the ulterior motives.
Excuse me?
Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal. I can't speak. Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica.
Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know? We don't do as good as the job if we don't do as good of a job if you make us work alone.
Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources.
So are you going to do the right thing, President?
Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Reginald to help out one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. You have a preference, Reginald? Natsuki or Yuri? Natsuki or Yuri? Well, I'm going up on the list, so I'll pick Yuri.
Well, I'd probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you?
Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying.
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Reginald?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine.
Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour.
So, is that everything we need to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited might not be the right word. but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Reginald?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. How about you, Natsuki?
Natsuki?
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Reginald picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. They'll go really well with my tea. Nothing that I'll do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. Since she already had the trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. And if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other.
Eh?
I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then.
Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem.
I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean.
I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Reginald. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason that with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to this Sunday. Yeah, I am too.
After that exchange, I make my way out to the door and Yuri follows.
I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday?
Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. Guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening for outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. But I just go with it, and I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. How much time are we in? Oh, lordy. 1 hour and 20 minutes. My face is so red. I don't think I got as drunk as I would have liked, but since it's already been so long, I guess I'll end it here. Well, see you next time. Bye.